Hey man, it's your boy Untitled.
Me.
And we are
The Kids from the South.
And welcome back to another rendition of the Kids from the South podcast. Make sure y'all go follow us and make sure y'all go subscribe. You know, fuck it. You know what I'm talking about. Hell, subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Kids from the South and make sure y'all go follow us on IG at the Kids from the South. And today we have a special guest in the building. All I'm gonna say is she cool as hell. She cool.
For sure.
She know a little bit of something. I guess she
a little
something.
Okay, I'll take that.
What were you talking about?
But shit,
Whatever it is, apparently I know a little bit.
Okay.
She know a little something.
She know a little something. But anyway, this is my big homie Teia. Make sure y'all give her a hand clap of praise, man. Please.
Thank you.
AKA,
I take all that.
AKA Ro.
Yeah, AKA Ro. To certain niggas that know her by that, but okay. But anyways, how was your day?
It was good.
Right here, ma'am.
Oh, not close enough. Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, man. Don't be shy, bro.
I'm not shy at all. No, I'm here. My day was great. How was you guys' day?
Oh, it was fabulous, man. You know, got to talk to my niece. She shitted everywhere, but it's okay.
How old is she now?
I guess she's 5 months now.
5 months.
Yeah.
Just think, 5 months ago, she was my patient.
Yeah. That shit was
That's
crazy.
The world's small.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
She was my patient.
Now she just spitting bubbles and talking and shit, but she ain't saying shit. But she's just doing that type of shit.
Don't you love it?
Yeah, I love being an uncle. I mean, that ain't my first rodeo being an uncle, though, but it's like my first rodeo of actually holding one.
I'm saying baby's gangster. That's all I'm saying.
They are. I mean, nothing like being a parent. It's different. Being the uncle is definitely different than being a parent. That's for sure.
I got a few years in me.
You say you have years?
I have a few years in me until, you know.
Okay, yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, definitely don't rush it. Being a parent I love it.
That's why we got
I am
a
a
dog.
parent. I'm a parent of a 9-year-old, and I love it. But I will tell anybody, definitely wait as long as you can. But I love it. Neither of y'all have kids.
yeah, let's talk about that, because when he first told me how old you was, I did not believe that.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't believe it because I was like,
I know everyone thinks I'm super young, especially when I have a 9-year-old.
How we first met though. Was it like did I talk to you or did you talk to me? I think I talked to you.
Honestly, I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure Josh initiated the conversation.
Because I wasn't talking to nobody. Because I was like, damn. And then she had caught my eye. I think she was sitting on the curb. That's how I always say.
I was on the curb, not bringing a patient out and sitting on the curb.
No, you were sitting on the curb, but you wasn't at the bus. This one we had it. You was like, okay, you
when
was
we
at
had a
valet
bus stop. I was gonna say when we had a bus
They
stop.
came and got the hell. I was like, what?
They were so wrong. They were so wrong. That's how you know
they repossessed the bus stop.
That's how you know you really don't like your employee.
They was like, these niggas ain't paying their bill.
No.
Let's take this motherfucker shit.
Because I was
Right
like,
across the
okay.
street.
At first, I was like, I'm thinking that she's a nurse, and then I'm like, she's sitting on the curb, right where our
When
cars
they say
is at.
nurse, I'd be like, sure, why not?
And then I was getting the car, and then I think I said, "Who you on the phone with?" And then she was like, "I don't know what she said," but she
I'm
started
probably like,
laughing.
That's how you initiate the conversation.
Yeah.
That's rude as
Who you
hell.
on the phone with?
I was saying,
Like,
"Excuse me, Miss Lady, who you on the phone with?" So I was like,
I'd be like,
she
excuse
said-
me, motherfucker.
like,
But
who?
then-
I probably was like, what? Who?
But yeah, you know,
Who on the phone? Do I know you?
no. I was just trying to see.
I'm already know you got that look. You know that look your sister be giving.
She didn't give me no
Boy,
look. She just laughed, and then I was like, "Damn." I kept looking. I was like, "Damn, she cute."
She
And then I was like,
laughed. Yeah, see, I knew that's what it was right there.
Yeah,
That's
I
why I
was
said,
like,
you know,
that's
Josh
what it was.
initiated it.
She cute. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm like, all right.
Little young one.
Look, I kept looking at her. I'm like, all right, I'm going to see if I'm going to go ahead. This is when I really want to fuck with her. I ain't going to cap. This is the first time I was a shit. Let me go ahead and see. Let me go ahead and see how old this motherfucker is, first of all. Because I was like, yeah. Because I was like, man, how old are you? She was like, how you think I am? I was like, shit.
Because everyone, when I get asked that question, I automatically know you think I'm in my early 20s at least.
Yeah, I'm thinking that she 23. She was like, nah, I got a 10-year-old. I was like, oh, shit.
Nah, she not.
Yeah,
Well, she
because the
not,
next
but
day
damn.
he was like, bro, let me tell you about this shit. And then he was like, it's this girl that work here. When I tell you I thought she was our age, and then she told me she had a 9-year-old.
Everyone.
And then I think I was helping you with a patient. I was putting the bags in the car or whatever. And then he had told me, he was like, yeah, that was her. And I was like, dang.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was like, yeah, she don't look like
Always.
she would have a
Because I
9-year-old.
kept seeing her in the evening shifts, so I was like, shit, I ain't
Don't
really,
miss the evening shifts at all.
Because I was like, I ain't really talk to nobody like that. But I was like, shit, I might as well just try to talk to her because she seemed like she was cool. Because like I said, like I like to feel the energy first. I'm just see what type of shit she's
Shout out to the white security guard that Josh was beefing with.
Man,
He
fuck
worked
that
these-
fat bitch. I don't know where that bitch
I'm
at.
sorry, which one?
Oh, ogre ass looking ass bitch. Fuck you. That nigga, he the tall, fat, wide ass motherfucker.
I'm sorry, but that's like at least
I know,
4
all-
of them.
He built like a
No, I'm talking
double
about
whopper.
this man was literally
4 of them there.
no, but look, he was tall, he
Nowadays,
was
I
the
can't
tallest
even
one.
count.
Tall. I don't
He was driving the black truck.
I don't know. It's been 3 weeks.
He
It's
wobbled.
kind of blurry.
I mean,
Like
he
he-
don't work there no more.
Now he wobbled.
Okay,
Like he
okay.
wobbled.
Yeah, that man had his shoes was
It's like he's
leaning and
playing
shit.
pinball.
Was it like a blonde color?
Nah. This dude had like he wore glasses and he had like brown hair, but he had a big ass bald spot, and he was wide as fuck, like this goddamn wide, and then he was tall as hell.
Walrus looking ass.
No.
That nigga looked like a loaded baked potato.
What you do?
Damn.
What you do?
Oh man,
Hey, hold on. I'm talking about, don't compare him to Love Baby Potato. Love Baby Potato flies. Man. You gotta give him something like say a gallon of slaw or some shit like
Definitely
that.
not fucking with that.
no, like man, bro, that nigga. He kept parking in our spot. Like he just felt like he was just an asshole. I already knew he was gonna be an asshole.
But Josh, you asshole.
I know. So I was like,
Facts. Facts.
so I'm like, shit. I'm like, okay. And he parked in our spot one time. I said, hey, bro, you gonna have to move your truck. And then this is like we had like 20.
You say it just like that?
Yeah. I was just being real with him. I'm like, hey, bro, can you move your truck?
Can you be nice about
You
it?
be professional. Hey, sir, man, you please move your car.
You didn't say please, but like, hey, excuse me, like, you didn't say excuse me.
Josh
hey,
be so aggressive. He be like, hey, bro, I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. You can't even park there.
Nah, that's nice. That's the nice
That's
way he said it.
exactly
That's
how
the
he
nice way
said
he
it.
says it.
That's how I said it. And then
Okay.
he gonna look. This is what he gonna do. He gonna look at me. He gonna say, nah. I said, bro, you gonna move your truck. And then he gonna say, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I said, you gonna move your fucking truck. I said, that's what I said to him. And then he said, nah. I said, all right, bet. So that's when
I can't say that because, I'm probably worse than Josh when it comes to that because I cuss
this
folks
nigga.
straight out.
See,
I
seen
almost
a
had
lot
to
of shit
squirrel.
with this nigga.
I almost had
I'm
I
talking
had
about,
to hit
I
him
seen
with the
exactly why I
thing.
can't stand outside with y'all for too long.
Yeah, you be saying you want to work there. I promise
Nah,
you
I'm
don't.
like, first of all, y'all would hate me because I would walk everywhere. I'm not
Josh
running.
do that. That's all
You know
Josh
what?
do.
Now I think about it. I have never seen you run to get
He
on
has a
to.
ring.
I'm sorry, I've never seen you speed walk. I've never seen you
I
put a
always
pep in your
speed. My
step.
walk is a speed walk, basically. I got long strides.
Nah, limited. And thank you for bringing that up because it's been something I've been meaning to tell him, but it was just I don't know what it was. Yeah, your ass better get to running at work, boy.
I
You
got a
and
bad
Jamisha.
back.
Now
I got
y'all
a
had
bad
this
back.
this little white chick that used to work up there with the little teeny weeny shorts on. She used to run though. I tell you, she used to have a little pep in her step when she used to run to those cars. But
She
when
got
you're
'em-
wearing booty
no, no, no,
shorts,
no,
I bet
no,
she
no.
was running.
No, no, no.
'cause those
She-
shorts were short.
She
We
fucking-
got a complaint because one of the patients was like her shorts were too short.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, her shorts were very short all the time. But I mean, y'all liked it. I love this. Like I had to look at it, but
Nah, I didn't. I'm gonna be real with you. Me and her cool, but she got on my nerves.
why the black chick had to wear Bermuda shorts?
Nah, she just chose to wear them.
Yeah.
Oh, she was disrespectful.
But she gangster though. Shout out to Ashley.
Shout out to Ashley.
That boy, she
That's a
gangster
Mississippi
boy.
pimp, man.
She seemed real cool. She
Yeah,
did. She
that-
seemed real
Mississippi
cool.
pimp.
Nah, she gangster for real though. She
Yeah.
don't play. God, that's really like my big sister.
Yeah, yeah.
She was
I
cool.
remember she thought
Yeah,
I
for
was.
sure.
She thought I was a goddamn her age or something. I said, nah, nigga, I'm young as hell.
I wish you were a little older too. Then I was like,
It's
hey,
the
you thought I
beard.
was?
Jamie, like
It's the
Oh, you thought I
beard.
was?
I thought you were at least 26.
Damn.
Damn.
At least.
Damn.
Shit, I would have said 40. He old as hell. That nigga old.
She said I was 26.
That boy listen to the
Damn.
OJs all day.
What you
every
mean?
day.
26 is still young.
I mean,
like,
damn. I'm like shit. I mean, I had this one lady. She was talking to me. She's like, yeah, you know, my kids always bothering me and shit. But you probably would know. I said, I don't know shit. I ain't got no.
I know nothing.
Yeah, she said that nigga 38.
I'm like, no, look,
Hey,
bro,
that
she was
nigga got
like-
an AAP card. Hold
Bro,
on,
I'm
God.
talking, bro, let me tell you this. I'm thinking that shit. I'm like, how old you think I am? And they said, well, you look like you about 25. I'm like,
Okay, so
and then I'm like, nah, bro. This is like, I ain't even turned 19 yet. I showed her the ID. She's like, "Oh my gosh, you're a baby. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking that you were like 28 or something." I was like, "Why I'm like, do I really look 28 to you?"
I mean, at least they're not saying. I mean, nothing's wrong with. I mean, because
it's just the way how I move, bro.
I'm just gonna stick to what I say. You look, nigga, you look 40.
So if it's the way you move, what does that say about me?
It's the way you move. That means
because if everybody thinks I'm so much younger than what I am,
yeah. I mean, shit.
Oh, based off appearance, I get that. But even after getting to know me, sometimes people say, I would have never, even looking at you, I would never thought you had a child. Mm-hmm. And it's like, is that based off personality? Like after getting to know me, did you ever think I had a child in the beginning?
I think
before
people
I said it?
exclude the personality part, and they just look at you and they be like, I just really can't believe you have a kid.
But even after personality, it's like, do I seem... Childish? I mean, like, how are you supposed to? How's a mother supposed to?
You know how sometimes, like when even though you learn something, it's just so hard to get past that. Like, true. I can be like, yeah, bro, I'm 30, and you just sitting here like, damn, I cannot. That's an old head. That's when old heads they be like, damn, shit, I really can't believe that shit. That shit blowing me.
Anytime I say I have a 9-year-old, I have to make sure. By the way, I am 32, and I have to make sure I tell people that, because when I only say I have a 9-year-old, then they're like, oh, okay, so you had a baby when you were like 15, huh? Like you had a baby really young. Like, nah, you know, I was in my early 20s. I mean, that's still young, but I was, 22, 23. But they automatically assume that I've had a baby really young. So I always have to throw my age in there when I mention the fact that I have a 9-year-old and the fact that she's like this tall and wearing my clothes now. So these are her sandals, y'all, by the way. These are her sandals.
That is crazy.
This girl, I'm wearing her sandals today. She gone.
Well, all I'm gonna say is
fuck is my sandals?
I've been working at Premier Parking for 4 years, and the two, I would say last year, they just found out that I was younger than all of them up there. They thought I was 24, 25.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that they thought you were 24, 25 and the oldest person up there tells you something. All y'all young.
It was like, Adrian, how old are you? Like, you like 24? I'm like, bro, I just turned 21.
Baby.
Bro, and you married too? What the fuck?
Oh, that was Jordan. Yeah, Jordan was like, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
What are you talking about, man?
That's what he was like. What am I
doing with my life?
Oh, look,
so rogue.
I done said some shit. My bad.
So let's talk about this career path you're going down.
Yeah, almost done. Time is coming.
What you majoring in?
I'm majoring in communications. I'm getting a bachelor's in communications. I want to be on the radio.
For sure that.
Yes. So anybody out there listening, you should get me. You should have me. I want to be on your radio show.
Do it, please.
I always heard I had a nice voice. I used to work for DirecTV, and I used to talk to customers all the time. They'd be like, you ever thought about being on the radio? You have such a nice voice. Like, yeah, actually, I have thought about that.
Radio dope.
But the thing is about radio dying.
It is.
So you need to really hop on this type of shit if you really want to get your name out there, bro.
I mean, yeah. I mean, am I really trying to be seen? No, I'm just trying to be heard.
I would say certain. I mean, stuff like radios, like the Michael Basin show. That was just fire.
Nigga, the goddamn Tom Joyner had a great
Tom Joyner.
Yeah.
Shout out to the OG Tom Joyner.
What's dude name? The comedian.
Steve Harvey got a goddamn radio.
The comedian, the one with the
you talking about
D.L. Hughley.
Hughley fire, son. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Ricky Smiley
funny. The prank calls.
It is funny. His Ricky Smiley morning show funny as hell. It is. It truly is.
That's so crazy because I grew up on Ricky Smiley. And
I grew up on the Tom Joyner.
Look, I listened to Ricky Smiley. This is when Huntsville radio was like at its prime.
I ain't even gonna cap to you. I'm gonna be real with you. You ain't had no childhood. If you, I remember every morning, bro, I'd be half asleep in the Tom Joyner morning show blasting.
Now, see, I can't exactly. I'm not gonna say maybe it's just because of where I grew up at, but the Tom Joyner morning show wasn't something really big to me until I grew. I'm from New Mexico. I grew up in New Mexico, so I grew up in the West, and Tom Joyner wasn't something that I really heard until I moved to the South.
Okay, cool question. They got black folks out there.
So I get that question all the time. There were like a handful. There were a handful, and between my siblings and I, we accounted for 3 people in the school, and we'll say the whole school, we'll say there was 10 black people. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of us. Now, when you go more towards Texas, you know, you'll definitely see more black people. But where I grew up at, we were definitely a minority.
Okay.
So I won't say, you know, we really didn't grow up on the Tom Jordan Morning Show. And honestly, I didn't even really even know what BET was until I was at least the 7th grade, and I was getting ready to move to Alabama. Yeah, I had never even heard of it.
What the hell on TV? What the hell was they putting on TV over there?
You know, I'm not even gonna lie. Like at the time, I grew up on.
Don't say it. Don't say it. I'm finna dive. You say so. Go ahead.
You make me embarrass myself.
No, just
but like growing up, I was a huge like Backstreet Boys fan. Like, don't judge me, but it was a huge thing then.
Everybody had
Britney Spears and all that. Like,
hey, bro, it is what it is.
We
man.
didn't rap
Britney
music
was low key hard though.
I mean, we didn't really listen to rap music. That wasn't like a lot of country. I knew more country than I knew rap music growing up.
She wasn't used to the southern style, like when niggas with big rims come through with a box Chevy type shit.
No, I moved to Alabama. I went to the Black Arts Festival. By the way, did y'all
Shout out to the Black Arts
Festival? They're
Festival.
having that this year?
Yeah, they're supposed to be bringing it back.
They're bringing that back, right? So I went to the Black Arts Festival for the first time. By the way, the first time I had ever seen so many black people in one spot in my entire life.
She felt like a white person.
I did.
Oh literally
it
was
felt,
all these niggers.
Okay, I ain't even gonna say that, but it was like, wow, like we do exist. When you literally grow up to where you don't do that. Do not do that. When you literally grow up in a place to where you are a minority your entire life. I'm not gonna say I didn't know black people existed, but when you're surrounded, it's like, wow, we are out here. I've literally been a minority my entire life. I went from Germany to like New Mexico from the most that I can remember. So Hispanics and white people, I mean, so definitely a shocker.
You can in Alabama, you just seeing straight country black folks.
I seen
grills,
black
you
folks.
seen horses.
You know what? I was ignorant. I was thinking white country people in overalls with missing teeth. But I can say the same thing because people were asking me, like, you know, does New Mexico have running water? Like, you do know it's part of the 50 states, right?
They asked you that?
I got a lot of, do we only wear ponchos? Like, I've never worn a so do we all wear sombreros? Like, I've been over the border. I've been to Juarez, Mexico before, and you will see people wearing sombreros and you will see ponchos, but I didn't grow up like that. Wasn't that we dress like you guys do. It looks the same. It's in the United States. So I
can't
think
believe somebody asked.
we all have those myths about.
I got running water out there.
So I came here and I did see the box Chevys and the big rims, and it's like, damn, like,
you know,
y'all really do that stuff to y'all cars out here.
You know who don't got running water, but like it's nasty ass water that still ain't fucking fixed. Out of all these fucking years that I'm getting sick of seeing this shit, it's fucking Flint, Michigan.
It's in Michigan,
nigga. Y'all still got dirty water? I'm like, what the fuck is going on over there?
We can do everything else, but for some reason, Flint is still struggling.
They're not gonna do that. They don't do right.
Everything's more important.
You seen how quick they got that vaccine though, but they won't fix that water
in a year.
And all that leg in a year. And those kids though.
Yeah.
That's not safe, bro.
That shit had been like 5 years now, bro.
And they still ain't fixed it.
Still ain't fixed it, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga, Flint shouldn't even be a city at this point now.
It's rough. Like, it's rough.
Like, it's
like,
I feel for y'all motherfuckers for real though.
And
it's so poor. People can't even feel like they can't even get out of it. You know, can't even get out of there. So it's really tough for people right now out there.
Speaking of that, you know, starting to get warm again. So y'all be safe out here because they already on the bullshit.
Stay dangerous, bro.
Because
they are hot out here.
Stay dangerous.
I want to say that I have seen 4 black people killed in the past week. And one that has only made national news.
Unfortunately.
Because a black boy was shot and killed in Florida the other day. So, I mean, it's just stupid. First of all, I don't know how you confuse your taser from a gun and you've been doing your job for 20 years. That's just Florida? Like a nurse forgetting.
It was Florida?
You know.
It was in Florida?
Not the main one.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying like it's been 4 police shootings. That one was in Minnesota. But I'm saying besides that one, that's the only one that's being talked about.
Well, they also have the one of the 13-year-old child who also was it, and I don't want to get the name wrong. But they do have a 13-year-old child who was also killed, and they try to say like he had a gun or on him. But when they rolled the videos back, clearly showing that, how can you tell somebody to put their hands up? They do exactly what you tell them to do, and then you shoot them. Exactly. What's the point?
Just like with the was it Devontae?
Yeah, Deontay.
Deontay, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, he did have a warrant out for his arrest, and they said he was resisting arrest. But at the same time, though,
you can't handle that.
I'm saying though, you're 20 years on the force. You know your job in and out. Okay, you know what hip your taser is on compared to what hip your gun is on. The taser weighs 8 ounces. That is a big difference from a loaded,
a huge difference from
a service pistol, a 22. That's a heavy weapon right there. You know the difference. You clearly know the difference.
I mean, but when you know that sorry excuse is going to get you off, it's like to them it's just another person. It's just another person.
They have like what's the purpose of having the footage, the cam footage, recording a situation if it's not going to be, you know what I'm saying, it's not going to hold up in court.
Yeah. Because
with George Floyd, when that happened, they was like, he had COVID. Then it was like, Then they said that he OD'd the year before.
This is about carbon monoxide poison. They try to bring that into play.
They said
now.
He had a heart condition last week, and then now they're saying it was like you said, it's the carbon monoxide from the car. But I'm just like, they keep. You know what I'm saying? It keeps excuses.
You literally assassinated that man.
Like
on
you
camera.
literally cut off his oxygen, and that is what it boils down to. Regardless of heart problems, regardless of ODing, went to the hospital, bringing up his whatever he was doing at the store with whomever. It's irrelevant.
You know about the news though, they quick to bring up shit like that, but they don't want to bring up the shit that's going on with they fucking people about sexual assault, rape, and all that other shit. Especially about the football player that tried to kill his girlfriend. Was like, oh, you ain't fucking dead. But then you got the Sean.
Oh, then you barely even heard anything.
Bro,
you
only hear that once. But then when the Deshaun Watson, who was a black quarterback,
man, plastered.
50 other women. I don't know how many women it is, but
it's 28.
And I think they're saying so now that the women have to actually identify themselves and come forward now.
Yeah.
It's BS. But like you said, that football player who purposely tried to kill his girlfriend, that didn't even make national news. I read about that. I read about that on Facebook. That wasn't even. And if it wasn't the news, I didn't see it.
They talked about it for a day or two. But it's not a continuous headline as far as the major
this man
media
went to dinner.
outlets.
He went to dinner after doing this, sat in a restaurant and ate like nothing even happened.
Yeah, but but what as far as we know, as black people, we always have a bigger target on our backs anyway, because they want to exclude themselves from shit like that. Because just like when DMX died, they was like talented, but he struggled. But when the Prince died,
I seen that.
They want to glorify him. You know what I'm saying? And he did some disgusting ass and rape. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to highlight that shit.
Exactly. Made him seem like he was just some hero. Yes.
Exactly.
But DMX was, talented but troubled.
Like he wasn't troubled.
It was like talented but troubled. But you have a whole racist ass. Just because he was, in the royal family doesn't mean anything. People want to discredit that. Like, I'm not going to say he didn't do anything great in his lifetime, but he sure made it hell for the people in his family.
It just pissed me off because then this lady from the New York Times made a article about 20 homes that DMX lost during his career. Like, who does shit like that?
They do shit like that, bro. Can you see how they did Kobe? When he died, they brought up the sexual assault case that he was back in 2003.
It seems like
won.
Anybody who's black, they're going to Michael Jackson. They couldn't wait to
he
defame and drag him. Any black person in the entertainment who, whether they did it or not, they're going to be dragged for it. But if you have a white person who is in the media who've killed or done anything wrong, it's like, let's take them to McDonald's and that's it.
Just like Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger, he
Fuck him. I don't give a fuck about
He
him.
real deal.
Fuck
Remember
him.
when it was a girl that accused him of sexual assault, like some years ago, and he got off of that, but they didn't talk about that long. Then when Michael Vick got fighting them dogs, that was all you heard about that summer.
That's what Michael Vick was on forever.
Yeah.
He wasn't even there when they were
Forever.
fighting the dogs in his house.
And he
So what,
wasn't
he
even the one who
invested
did it.
some
He was
money
just
in it?
he wasn't even there. It was just
He
his
was
family or
investing in it,
somebody
bruh.
who was he was investing in it.
I'm saying they do that. I mean, I'm weird. They do that in the Southwest. They do fight dogs.
Yeah.
That is big
I mean,
in the
but
Southwest.
it's illegal.
It's not. You're
But you
not
know,
supposed to do that.
But
shit.
they care more about dogs than do about a black man, or I'm sorry, a black person. Definitely
They
a black
care
man, but a black
about
person's
anything
like-
more than they care about a black person because
those dogs, the police force, they get killed. They're having ceremonies. They want to put people in jail, but Lord forbid something happens, the police come and they shoot your dog, and then it's okay. If that is okay.
Yeah.
it just irritates me because I'm just saying without us, I mean, what would this country be like?
It wouldn't be built. That's for sure.
Just think
Built
about
off
it. I
our
mean,
bags, that's for
you go
sure.
slavery. I
We built
mean,
the White House.
I mean
built
slavery,
everything.
and then you go to as far as music. What would music be without us?
We built fucking cars.
I mean, sports. I mean, majority
Electricity, nigga.
of the people in sports are African American. The majority of
that's why these schools recruit African American players when these players should honestly, I'm not gonna say like they should just be playing for HBCUs, but it makes way more sense to take those talents to an HBCU than, and it is sad because these players do feel like they have to go to a white college in order to be recognized, in order to be seen and to make it somewhere, when in reality these HBCUs are going to have your back more than anything. That's where your talent should be.
Talking about HBCUs,
Shout out to A&M.
Shout out to Tennessee State for hiring Eddie George. That's he do football head coach, man.
for sure.
Real talk.
But you was right though. I agree with that too. And then as far as artists, the thing that makes me off is for somebody, for people to hate us so much. They are real deal culture vultures.
Yeah.
They love our heritage and the things that we create, but they don't like us though. But everything they do, they try to be like us. As far as they sit there and tan to be darker.
To be a little bit dark.
They'll come up to me and be like, I hated this shit in high school. The way that they try to be cool with a black person, they'll try to relate to some shit as well. Damn, you listen to Future, they'll know every fucking Future song, every Young Thug song.
It's true.
But as soon as we talk about some real deal shit,
they
not
part of it.
they not a part of that. They're like, no, well, I don't know about that.
He said culture
Culture vultures. Yeah.
Even look at as far as fashion, you have a lot of talented creators that create clothes and big major companies like Fashion Nova and stuff like that. They be stealing their ideas and shit like that.
Yeah.
And putting their own, you know what I'm saying? That's annoying. Who does shit like that?
Who was that designer for who I'm gonna say it's a designer, but he dressed Michelle Obama?
Tom, was it Tom?
Does anybody remember his name? I need to get my phone because I want to give him the proper shout out. I just feel like I agree with you on that. Black.
Oh, this a black designer?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Damn.
He addressed Michelle
Anybody
Obama.
that
and
work with Michelle.
she-
Hey, shout out to the GOAT. Okay, I'll get you in
Look,
clap praise, Michelle. I ain't gonna hold you.
You know what? And now that you mentioned that, it also
love
reminds me,
Michelle.
I think it was the Jimmy Fallon show where he had did a segment a week or a few weeks
Stupid as
ago
hell.
highlighting TikTok dances that became famous, and they really became famous by a lot of black people. And on the show, he had a
Summer Rae.
I said, I can't think of the woman's name, but he had her come on and do the shows, but he didn't really give
Or
a
Addison
shout
Rae,
out
whatever.
to the people, the actual creators of these TikTok dances. So it made me think about that. Now he did go back and he did do like a segment or something to where he did highlight those people, but and
It
shout out,
wasn't the same.
it wasn't the
though.
same, but it's like, shout out for him for even now. Who's to say when the backlash happened is when he did it, but at least he did try to go back and make amends on that. But I just wanted to kind of piggyback on what you said about, you know, that culture being taken. It's just don't get the credit like people should.
Yeah, it is. And then another thing is, I feel like most of the problem is that some white people aren't necessarily aware of the shit that be happening, but it's just like how are you not aware of that shit? I know propaganda is huge here, but at the same time, it's just like
you see it all around.
You don't see that shit because I real deal had a talk with somebody. I ain't gonna say nobody's names, but he didn't really believe that racism was big until he witnessed it firsthand himself when him and his friend went to Scottsboro.
Of course, they have to witness it first.
That's what I'm saying. And it got dark, and the police stopped them. He followed them from the store all the way, like a mile, and then he stopped them. He was like, "What you doing here, boy?" And he knew who he was talking to, and he witnessed that firsthand. Then he was like, "Yeah, bro, like you know what I'm saying?
Don't have to do anything
exactly."
At all.
But it kind of just like, how are you not aware of something like that going in your country because you're such a patriot and you believe in your country, but then your country doing, mistreating people.
Just don't want to believe it.
Wrong. But you would sit here and argue with me about some shit that me and my people are going through, and you don't believe it.
Like I have to make it up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I worked with a nurse who said the same thing. She said that it's not that she didn't believe that racism wasn't there, but it wasn't to the degree of that people would say. Like I could sit here all day and tell her what I've been through. Even working at the hospital, I encountered racism from people who worked there, from patients who came in, most definitely. And it wouldn't matter. But her granddaughter is mixed, but she looks like a black child. If you see her picture, you would not think she was mixed. You would think she was a little black girl. And when she's out, she's experienced the racism with her granddaughter. And then she's like, you know what? She was like, I'm sorry that I didn't even really think, like, I really felt like not ignorant, but that, could it be as bad as people try to make it seem? Why do you have to go through it for you to believe? I don't have my mother doesn't have to pass away for me to empathize with someone's going through or to believe that there's something that they're going through. Why does it have to be something that they're going through or that they've witnessed firsthand before they believe in God though? All these white Christians, we believe so hard in a man you've never seen, but you can't believe that I experience racism on the regular.
You can't be a racist being a Christian. That's facts.
Tell that to the people here in Alabama.
You can't
let them know that.
You can't be a racist and be a Christian at the same time.
But then again, we being real, they did use the Bible.
I know, but look at the same time.
Right.
But in Christianity, it teach that we supposed to love everybody, right? But y'all not showing us no fucking love.
I guess they tore that out during slavery. That part in the Bible, they must have tore that out.
Did you hear about how the white residents in Florida, because they want to change the name of a school? They wanted to change the name of the school down there, and all the white residents showed up, and they were talking about it. And legit, one of the parents sat there and said that in the Bible it says you had to obey your master. And the white ladies in the back sat there and clapped their hands and shook their head.
Which master you talking about?
I'm sorry.
You know which master?
The only master I got, her name is Tammy. Tammy's my only master.
But it's people like that still. That shit is passed down. Like when I was little, my mama told me I had to be aware of the things going on around me and the way people act because I'm different, because I'm black. A lot of shit can happen because of the way, my skin, it's hard being a black man. She told me that. But white kids are brought up differently.
Yeah, they don't have those conversations.
Some white kids are not aware of. They don't have to sit down and talk about you have to be careful with how many people you have in your car, or you had to be don't wear a hoodie when you go out over your head.
While you
don't wear a do-rag. Be careful when you drive and
now it doesn't matter. You can do exactly what they tell you.
Exactly, because but the white parents will be like, if a police stops you over, you have rights. You can tell them, I have the right to do this. I have the right to do that.
Right.
You can talk to them however you want to talk to. I can't do that shit
at all.
I can't do that
because if I pull a phone out, they're gonna think it's a gun anyway.
Exactly.
No matter what you're no matter what you're pulling out.
And then you have white kids that are raised to actually hate black people. You have people that are raised like that shit is passed down. That's why a lot of people now they act that way because that shit they just don't. naturally do that. That shit is passed down to hate.
You know, ask them what have they been through to where they don't like a black person. A lot of them have never even been in a situation to where they could dislike black people, but they will tell you, oh, my dad's friend went through this. Oh, my mom went through this when she was in high school. This happened to so and so, so I don't like black people. It may not even had happened to them growing up, and they'll still just have that dislike all based off something else that someone else has been through.
Yeah, because as kids, we see things and we mirror that.
Yeah.
So if I'm being nice to people, I see people, you know, so I'm seeing that makes me do that. If I'm being an asshole to people and beating up people, you do that. Just like that's why
a little bully.
Exactly. That's why they say you have to be aware of what kids watch, because we do that shit.
And it's true.
If I'm watching wrestling, I'm gonna go try this fire ass wrestling movie on my cousin.
Yeah.
Just saying, that shit is real. So if you sit here teaching your kids bad shit, of course they gonna pick that shit up.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like I remember you just talking about how you from New Mexico, then you had you transitioned to like the South type shit.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Like I had to go through that shit, but it was like around like schooling, because like I went to school with a whole bunch of black folks, so I'm like, all right. It then I get to like middle school. That's when I went to the other side of town. I went to fucking Whitesburg, and I was like, shit. I'm talking about I ain't never had like a lot of white folks around me like that. Like we had some white people. Like I had a white teacher, like 2 white teachers. That's it. But like I ain't never seen like a whole bunch of white folks. Period.
My exact opposite.
So I was like, I'm like, shit. I'm like, I can't do the shit that I usually be doing and shit, because niggas be like, oh. And then I had to realize, that's when I really realized I was really a black dude. And like all these white folks just looking at you type shit, like just say slick shit, don't even know about it. And then I'm like, man, then with the Grissom. And you know, hell, Grissom.
Fuck Grissom.
Fuck Grissom.
I hate Grissom. I ain't gonna hold you.
Fuck.
Huntsville City Schools food is terrible.
Dog.
You said the food?
In elementary school, that shit was busting.
Hell yeah, it did.
But when I got to high school,
I ain't gonna lie.
I wish I still had that picture of that chicken in my phone. I got some chicken when I was at Grissom. It wasn't even cooked all the way.
No, man.
It wasn't cooked all the way.
They was feeding us like animals.
And
dog.
ever since then, I skipped lunch.
And y'all went to the white school, like.
But it wasn't white. It was nothing but niggas.
It was
That's
niggas
so,
then now, but
that's so crazy.
Yeah, but it was because the Butler kids.
When I was in high school, I had a friend. What's so funny? I had a friend from New Mexico. Was one of my best friends from second grade. She actually graduated from Grissom High School. I went to Grissom's, like. It wasn't their prom. It was like a dancer that they had.
It was like a homecoming. A
homecoming, yes. I went to Grissom's homecoming, and it was a whole bunch of white kids at the time. Like a whole bunch of white kids.
Them bitches, them motherfuckers be doing cocaine, I'm talking.
That's where all the drugs were. They talk about.
No.
And I went to. That's what they said, and I went to Butler High School, where they said it was such a terrible school. And don't get me wrong, this guy really did drive a car through the school. He did do that.
He drove a car through the school.
He drove a car through the school. He fucked up the rest of our year. We couldn't do shit. They canceled everything for us after that.
He drove his car through the school?
He drove, I don't know if it was his car. He drove a car through the school.
What makes a nigga wake up and be like, shit, I think I'm just gonna drive
a car through the school. They canceled everything. We could not do anything.
One kid, I just would have whooped that kid.
We couldn't do anything the rest of the year. But other than that, Grissom had us beat. Other than that,
nigga, Butler was been bad like for years.
I mean, I know that.
Butler was not as bad as people try to make it seem.
I'm not saying the school. I'm just talking about the history of Butler is bad as fuck.
Butler used to be, first of all, Butler used to be nothing but white kids.
Nigga, Butler, you know why they call the rebels?
Literally.
You know why they call the rebels?
Yeah, I know.
Nigga, like my mama and her folks, they went to Butler. Nigga, I saw they old fucking.
Your mom must have been a minority. What year she go there? Because
this is like in the 70s.
I'm still part of that Facebook group.
Yeah.
And Butler used to be all white students.
Let me tell you this though. I'm talking about these niggas had the KKK in the fucking yearbook. I'm talking about it's in the yearbook. It's like around I think this like the 60s. Like when the whole civil rights thing just going on and shit. I'm talking about they had the fucking KKK, like the logo and everything, bro. And I swear to God, I seen that shit. I was like, ain't no fucking way these niggas, like, they literally just do this shit as a youth.
It was okay.
It was okay for them.
Nowadays, you can't even have a Black Lives Matter, thing in your window.
But like I said, though, that's what I'm saying. It's two totally different Americas. It's the Americas of black folks, and then
that American dream for white folks. Like, and I mean,
it's I wouldn't say just it's minorities as far as because
right, not just black people.
Yeah, because it's not because I mean it's the Asians. They really getting. What they really getting hate on right now. That shit is not cool. But what I'm saying is like they'll say Jemison is a bad school. They'll say Butler was a bad school, but they don't talk about Grissom because it's a majority white school. That is a bad school for drugs. They led this 2 years. The 2 years I was there, Grissom had the most fights every year. Yeah. And they made the news, which surprised me.
Did Huntsville High make the news too?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, that's where all the lawyers' kids go, the doctors' kids.
But they want to talk about all the black schools.
Exactly.
What they doing? Like,
because
they stayed talking about Johnson on the news.
People in high places, their kids go to those schools. Yep. So they're not going to want to talk about that. They want to keep that shit away from them.
What's even more crazy is the kids who were on Redstone Arsenal went to Butler High School. You would think for it to be a military base, they would want to send their kids to a school that they didn't consider just so terrible and so damaged. But they literally sent their kids to that school by the busload. But Butler was just so terrible. Honestly, when I first moved to Alabama, I went to school in Madison. I went to Discovery Middle School, Bob Jones, and still being a minority until I went to Butler High School. And literally, like, the difference is uncanny. Like, it's completely different.
Madison City to Huntsville City is a big difference. I've seen that because I went from Huntsville City schools to Madison. When I got to Madison, I felt so uncomfortable. Like when I say uncomfortable, it was a big difference as far as how the kids dressed, how they carried themselves, the cars that they drove to school. You was in Huntsville City School, people pull up in a busted ass Nissan,
in Hondas,
Honda, the transmission, the transmission slipping. I got the James Clemens. I was like, they pulling up in Mercedes,
BMW.
They pulling up in all day. I go to the cafeteria. That shit look like a mall, a little food court.
Yeah,
they got a chicken bar. They got a.
When I went to Butler, we just had one little stand to where you can get chicken sandwiches, and we were just happy to have that little stand.
They had a snack bar and everything. They had an outside food court. I'm like, man, I told my mom, I was like, nah, bro, I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. This shit weird.
And it's so crazy. Like, we work so hard to put our children in schools like that, like to have all the best things. And it's like, we have to fight for that. When I went to school we went to school in Madison, my sister was in Bob Jones. Towards the end of the year, we did move to Huntsville City. We did move. And they found out. And at the end of the year, it had to be like the last week of school. And they kicked us out of school. They literally kicked us out of school at the very end of the year. All because we lived in Huntsville. Although we lived in Madison for the first half of the year, it's like, let us fish out. They literally just... It's so sad that you literally have to jump through hoops and use these different addresses and do all this extra stuff so your child can go to a school that has outside snack bars and have all this, this nice stuff. I want my daughter to be able to go to a school like that. She doesn't understand that now, And my daughter goes to Highlands, by the way. And I'm not going to say it's just like a terrible school, but a lot of kids in that school, their parents are incarcerated. That school doesn't have, a whole lot. And I tell all the time, I would like to get her into a better school. And for her, it's like, my friends, and she just doesn't understand why I want her to be somewhere that is more advanced where she can have those things. Because unfortunately, when you do go to a poor school, like when I went to Butler High School, people don't look at you as much as like when I went to Bob Jones. I ran track for Bob Jones and I ran track for Butler. You run track for Bob Jones, you have all these scholarship offers. You run just as good or better at Butler, and it's like all based off of that name, you're all of a sudden not as good, or you're not as a value all from the school that you went to. So it's like, it's sad that we work so hard, but we feel like we want to get our kids in the wide areas.
And that's what my mama, like my mama wanted to do that. She wanted to put me in the best schools. So I went to Chapman. I ain't gonna lie. Chapman was off the chain. I ain't even gonna hold you. But the thing is, like, my mama raised me to have respect, have manners. She raised me right, but a lot of kids don't have that, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, don't let this get you, I'll fuck you. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? She taught me to be strong, and my family crunk. So, I got the hood side, I got the civilized side. It's the best of both worlds.
Which side is the civilized? Is your mama's side or your daddy's side? Which side is the civilized side? Don't get beat up.
Ain't even gonna
Which side is the civilized side?
My mama's side gangster though. I ain't even gonna hold you. They off the chain.
With it. They with it.
We don't give a fuck.
They don't at all. They don't. I will call them right now and tell them, and they ready.
With it.
So, but my mama was like, you gotta know how to carry yourself, but also let people feel you when the time comes. You ain't no punk. That's you ain't no punk. So it's just somebody step to you. You handle your business, but other than that, it's business. So she taught me how to carry myself. But when the time come and I need to flip that switch, it's flip.
Yeah.
But she wanted me to be in the best schools. So I went to Chapman. I went to Williams. Williams was the most gangster school
that's
I've ever
road, right?
been to. Yes.
It's so far. That was the first.
I don't know.
It's so far. Williams was far.
City schools.
Everybody.
It's not part of
It
It
is.
is part of Huntsville
It's so
City
far.
Schools, but I'm thinking that why is it part of Huntsville?
Because
I was
it's all the
thinking.
way.
She
Like,
told me.
all
She
the way
said,
out
"Yeah, I'm gonna
there.
send you to a magnet school." I'm like, I'm thinking, I'm gonna be there with some uppity ass kids. Hell no, them boys was straight gangster, ruthless,
Hell no.
like bad. The administration came to our school for a month because we had to fight every single day for 3 weeks. Every day.
Okay, just when we think we're doing better for our kids, they end up in more ratchet situations
And my
than
mama
what we
was
thought.
like, "What the hell? I
This
sent
is
your
not what I
ass
signed
there."
up for.
She said that was not in the. What she said that was not in the pamphlet or at orientation. Them kids, I was like,
Never
huh?
read.
Nigga, I wasn't even supposed to go to Grissom at first, bro. I was supposed to go to Lee. And I was gonna be like I said, my mama
was gonna be a general.
my mama wanted me out of the South Side, bro, because I was doing some dumb ass shit.
That's
lot of
bad. I
dumb
would have
ass
sent your ass to boarding school.
Yeah, that's what I did. I might as well tell you, man.
I would have shot Josh ass. I
Shit.
ain't gonna hold you.
I got in a fight. I think I got about 3 fights.
Did you win?
I ain't gonna hold you. This one white dude with my ass. I ain't gonna hold you. He caught me off guard, bro. Look,
He got beat by Taylor Lautner.
At least he was
my
honest
God.
about it. At least he was honest about it.
I ain't scared, bro. If I lose a fight, I lose a fight. Some of these niggas don't like losing fights.
And that's why they shooting, because they scared to get their ass whooped.
Yes, but anyway, yeah, like this one white dude got the upper hand over me, and he wrestled too. So I was like, yeah, he put me like a motherfucking arm bar. I was like, oh shit. I said, I was about to swing on his ass and like shit. That nigga said, boom, had a big ass knot on my
some
head.
shit. See, that's why you and see that was karma right there, because you an asshole.
look,
Let me tell you, no, fuck that.
He started
you was
the
talking
shit, though. No, on God, I didn't start it, bro.
Oh, okay.
Bro,
And he said on God.
this,
so.
bro,
Okay, I know you're telling the truth.
we playing basketball, and the basketball was like about to hit him. I said, hey, bro, watch out. And I guess he took it some type of way, like I was being disrespectful. I'm like, I wouldn't. And he called me a bitch. And I was like,
Damn. Oh, God, I would have sworn.
Oh, God.
Trying to be nice. Like, you should never
like-
at all. Like,
and I swung at his ass, but he had I didn't know he wrestled, so he moved out the way, grabbed my fucking arm, and put me in a fucking arm bar. And then my homegirl at the time was like, get off him. And I had to get suspended for like 2 days.
Because he put you in a home.
Yes.
and then she
But he
said,
started
get off
it,
of
though.
him, get off of him.
He started the shit though. I was like, well, damn. It did. Like when I saw him, I
First
was
of all,
like,
that boy
look,
cold.
No, but look. I saw him. I was like, hey, bro, you cool? And then was like, we cool and all this shit, and we became cool.
No, I'm gonna be real with you.
Wait, then y'all became cool afterwards?
I'm gonna be real with you. Look, my family different. If
Who
you
the
was to
fuck
get
did
a
that
fight,
to you?
if you get into a fight and you lose, if I come back and be like, I got into a fight,
Mama gonna whoop
and they
your
be like,
ass.
they gonna beat my ass, and then I gotta go back and fight them, and they gonna come with me, and if I lose again, they gonna beat my ass,
That's
and then
low-key embarrassing.
and
Fuck.
then somebody else, like my the big cousin, whoever it is, the other cousin, they gotta fight them. Somebody gotta win.
See, I'm glad I never got into
Nobody-
fights when I was a kid. Then I got into one fight outside of my family in my whole life, my entire adult life, in the projects in Mason Court.
Damn, what are you doing in Mason Court?
In the wee hours of the morning. See, at the time, my sister lived out there. And she was watching. As a matter of fact, it was during the Black Arts Festival weekend.
Mason Court
Black Arts Festival weekend. I was there to pick my daughter up, was completely minding my own business, and I was confronted by some misunderstanding about a female that was not me. But for some reason, she was told it was me. But I was not there the night before, which resulted in an altercation. And yeah, I had to call the next day, like, I'm gonna be late to work because I just got into a fight in the projects. And yeah, they didn't care. They just wanted to know who won the fight when I got to work the next day. That's all they wanted to know. They didn't care about nothing else. You know what? I ain't lose, that's for sure. But it's so weird because
you should have like, bitch, I'm not even a person, but fuck you. Just stump their ass.
She knew. I made that clear. I made that clear before the fight even broke out that it wasn't me. Like, you got me.
She just had built up anger. She really wanted to fight somebody.
You know what though? Her and my sister already had like some previous like animosity. So it was like I guess she thought I was lying, but I was like, we ain't on the same. We not even talking.
I can tell you some stuff we did in Meadow Hills because I ain't even lie. We was really thugging out there in Meadow Hills when I was younger.
So yeah, I wasn't like that. I was a good girl.
We was throwing. I ain't even gonna hold it. We was bad. We was throwing them things. I wasn't even.
What are things? What are those things? Oh, okay.
Them things.
Okay.
And most of the time, it was my cousin Chewy. He just ran. He just talked too much. We would be walking, and we'd be riding on the bikes, and he would just, I don't know, he would just start stuff with folks every time. And then if Chewy got into a fight and I went back home and I didn't fight, then I got my ass beat. So I would be like, Chewy, just chill. And then he'd be like, no, bro, I'm finna beat this nigga ass. And then I'm like, fuck, now I gotta fight. Because if I don't fight, I can get my ass whooped. And I'm not getting my ass whooped twice.
I don't know if I need to be hanging out with my family member who always want to fight. But
Chewy was just like that. He just like doing stupid shit. So I mean, I was with him, so I ain't gonna let him do stupid shit by himself. Somebody gotta be there to help him. Lord help him. Y'all say a prayer for Chewy.
Shout out to Chewy, bro.
Shout out to Chewy.
Shout out to that boy. Getting on my nerves.
Let's talk about your strawberry business. So.
Oh yeah. Y'all gotta check out my strawberries. If you're on Instagram, check out my Instagram page. It's Sweet TS Chocolates 21. I do chocolate covered strawberries. I do cake sickles, breakable chocolate hearts. Yeah, check me out. I got quite a few things on there.
Too, bro. She gave me this,
what sickles?
Cake sickles.
They like cake pops.
Mm-hmm. It's like popsicles, but it's cake on the inside and it's covered in chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. I'm gonna make you one. Yeah, I do some of everything.
What made you want to start doing that?
Honestly, it started off as just doing something as a gift for my boyfriend, and from there, it just. One of my homegirls wanted to buy some from me, and I'm like, nah, just take it. You can have it. And by that time, my boyfriend had purchased me all types of like glitters and sugars and all types of stuff. And then she bought those, and ever since then, the rest is history.
Oh, that's fun, but hands like praise for
that. Thank you. You know what? It's actually really bomb. I really enjoy doing it. I want her
to do some edibles, so I ain't gonna cap.
Wow.
You know what? 420 is coming up, so please holler at me. I have quite a few different
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I'm just saying for the people who like to indulge in those things, I don't judge.
It's CBD edibles, man.
She don't do edibles.
No. I don't. I'm just saying I don't judge either. So I ain't gonna stop my money though for someone who wants to though.
They be watching you, honey.
Yeah, no, not me, but someone who wants to though.
Man, legalize that shit, bro.
I
playing.
Hey, y'all hear we about to get a lotto though?
Yeah, well, yeah.
What?
Yeah, they
First of all, they should have been did that.
Yeah,
Alabama's so poor.
Dumbass.
The schools will benefit the most from that. That's why they need to do that.
The roads are terrible. Like that money could go to so many places, and we're so against it for what?
Hell yeah, because Oakwood roads terrible as hell. Be fucking up my shit when I go down Oakwood. Damn. I can't stand that shit.
You know what? Believe this or not, downtown too.
Man, fuck downtown.
Going by the hospital, those roads are kind of rough too.
We know. I just thought about Georgia got a lottery, don't they? Why they they got the worst fucking potholes in Atlanta.
They
Why
put all their shit into the schools.
It don't matter. All those people that live out there, it's gonna be another pothole right after that. Atlanta is stacked. with people on top of each other.
I know, but damn, shit is a pothole every 5 damn. It's damn. You think you take a step, it's a damn pothole. You can't even go around the corner. It's a damn pothole.
That's every big city though. Have you ever went through like DC?
Yeah.
Like, bro,
I would like to make it to DC this year.
DC is worse than Atlanta when it comes to like traffic and shit. And then you go to like downtown and shit. I'm talking about, bro, we was on a tour bus, bro. These motherfuckers. Literally, they would run your ass over and say you in the wrong, but you doing the right thing.
That sound like New York niggas.
Like, no, for real, they be on some shit like that. They like 2 hours away from New York. And like, they really be on that type of shit.
What's the accent like that?
What, DC niggas?
Bro, them niggas, them Baltimore accents.
I ain't really, to be real with you, I ain't never met a nigga that's from Maryland.
They be like, chew. They talk, that's how they talk.
I get asked all the time if I'm from up north.
People used to ask me, that's like, you don't sound like you're from the South. I'm like, damn,
say
what
this
that mean?
All the time. Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm finna say this, and we're gonna get back to another subject after this. All right. But did you know that the South is actually up north?
What?
The original map, the South is up and the North is down. That's if you look up the original map, the South is on top.
We have to do some research on that.
I think I actually did.
Racism is so fucking deep, and I learned that from David Banner. Shout out to David Banner. But yeah, like the South is up and the North is down. The original map said that, and I was like, damn. So that's why he said that David Banner would say like some shit like he don't even say down south no more. He said we up south, cause we literally up. But yeah, I didn't know that though. The more you learn though, that's what I learned from Buddy.
We're gonna have to talk a little bit more about that when, you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
Camera.
Oh yeah, you know, but shit.
People ain't ready for that discussion.
They ain't ready for that discussion. Anyways,
niggers.
Let's talk about music, bro. What's
I think I
new?
came down with something.
What's new that's popping right now?
Wade.
So, what?
Wade.
They talk.
Just saying that nigga.
Wade Brown, if you looking at this motherfucker, get on this goddamn podcast. You ain't answer your fucking phone calls, nigga. I'm whoop your ass.
Come on the podcast, you talk to him.
No, I talk to that nigga like that because he the brother. But look, look, Ari is fucking mine, nigga, and you need to get on here so we can have a dispute and end this shit.
All I'm gonna say is Lucky Day Code.
Oh, your Lucky Day is a cold motherfucker, dog.
All I'm gonna say is
I'm a cold motherfucker.
Many Man by DMR Code.
Oh yeah, shout out to DMR Soul for dropping that goddamn video. Hand clap praise for you. Y'all make sure y'all go see that for sure. Shit cold. And Ro,
Yes. I'm sorry, I made it back.
you like music, right?
I do like music. I listen to some of everything. I'm not a huge huge rap fan. I don't know a lot of rap. Like if one of y'all were to throw something on, I honestly probably couldn't even tell you who it was, even if I liked the song. But I honestly listen to some of everything. I like country. I like country a lot, actually.
I don't know country songs. I mean, what a person that sings it or the name of the song, but sometimes, you know, them country ass folks be coming up to the valet. And I be knowing the song, but I don't know who sing it or the name of the song. But I'm like, damn, that shit slap though.
Yeah, some of the songs be like really good. I've always liked Shania Twain. I am a huge Shania Twain fan, and I mean like her old stuff. I grew up in New Mexico, of course. It's pretty much we listened to a lot of country growing up.
Chris Stapleton, goddamn Darius Rucker, goddamn who was a goddamn country singer.
There's some pretty good stuff.
Shit.
Other than that, I'm like I listen to a whole lot of R&B. I'm a huge R&B fan.
Oh, that's my shit though. That's him. That's my lane. I'm a neo soul and R&B type dude.
I'm definitely into.
We were just talking about your girl.
Who?
Brandy.
Are you folks for her?
I like Brandy. Yes.
We were just saying
all the way back to her old stuff.
We were just saying like how people don't respect Brandy when it comes to her.
I really don't know why, because her voice is honestly amazing. When they did that Versus challenge, her and Monica, and right before that, she was posting on her Instagram page. She sounded amazing. Have y'all heard her latest album?
Yeah, I heard some of it. I ain't even gonna hold you. She was on the bullshit on that Versus though. She was digging. She was trying to take shots at Monica. And
She was not.
She was.
Monica
bro.
was being real kind of like stuck up a little bit. I felt like Brandy was having fun. She was kind of going with it, singing. And Monica was kind of like, I'm not here. Like, Monica was just kind of like, I'm just
My mama
here.
told me Monica beat her ass a long time ago. I just think it's some bad blood.
I don't think they ever had any real beef. Was it not like, I could have, okay, now from what I remember.
I heard Monica beat her
I don't
ass.
remember them really even having any real beef, to be honest.
I don't know what she got. I don't know what Brandy did to get her ass beat, but I heard that shit really happened.
Well,
but I mean, shit. Time goes. That's the thing. They over there having problems. Shit, they could be making some songs.
But Brandy seemed like she was having a good time, like singing, and she sounded amazing. And I want to say, "Borderline" off her new album is one of my favorite songs off the album. And she did on the Versus challenge, and she sounded amazing.
Brandy is cold.
Her, her voice sounds amazing.
You know what's my favorite?
Her daughter
verses?
can sing really good too.
My favorite, I think, out of the verses, I think my favorites was. This is the early ones. I fucked with Little John versus T-Pain. I fucked with Jill Scott and Erykah Badu.
I missed that one. I was so mad. I missed
I didn't see that
shit.
one either.
I was mad.
Of course, I'm gonna say D'Angelo. That nigga was the only person to put on a fucking concert by himself. And
I'm just gonna be real. Gucci Mane and Jeezy.
That was the most.
That was
interesting.
That was more for entertainment than
that was the best one. He said we smoking on Pookie Low tonight. I said that's shit. I'm sorry, Jeezy lost all his street cred for me.
Talking about I own everything in the land. I said no.
First
the fuck
of all,
you don't, nigga.
I like his wife, but Jeezy married a woman who says she wouldn't even marry a black man. Black men aren't for marriage. They're for play. And then
that's what she said.
That's what she said. Now all of a sudden, a black man's good enough to marry. That's my only issue. And
you know
crazy.
How? You know how though?
It's always like that. They. Because if it wasn't for that, she would. I mean, she was married to a white man for this. If it wasn't for this, she probably wouldn't have even gave him time. Because, like she said, black men are, they're like a little snack, but they're not the main course. Is for her. Her main course is white men. But then all of a sudden, Jeezy became good enough to be your main course. That's, it's like, okay.
All I'm saying is somebody was saying they was smoking on my dead homie or my cousin.
That is
we
messed
fighting.
up, though. Yeah, that's messed
somebody
up.
gonna have to die. Dog.
I don't care what it is.
But at what point do grown ass men? I mean, yeah, street cred, but these motherfuckers in the streets ain't paying your bills. They not fucking you. They not taking care of you. They're not doing nothing for your kids. At what point do we stop letting these people in the street run our lives or make it seem like they're the ones that we have to please? Because in a way, it's like, yeah, it's like you said, you lost all street credit. It's like, how you gonna let somebody disrespect one of your good friends? But at what age do you just kind of like not put your family in a situation? Because for him to react, he could put his family.
I'm gonna say when you stop, he's known for that. He real deal was in the streets.
True.
He made his music rapping about the streets. That's all people see. That's all people hear about. Even though he may change, though, that's where his money come from. That's all he rap about. All I gotta
say, I don't give a fuck how old I am, nigga. I'm standing across a fucking room with a nigga that try to kill me, put fucking money on my fucking head, try to kill my ass, nigga.
That's different, but I'll based off my friend. But
I'm talking about, no, I'm just saying, like, I hate when niggas say that, man. Just let this shit go. Nah, nigga, you try to kill me.
My life, like you, yeah, that's different. Like you try to take my life.
My kids wasn't gonna see they daddy because of your shit.
I ain't gonna lie, Jeezy did fuck up on that because he put money on Gucci head,
and Gucci killed
his homie day.
And they're gonna talk about it in front of you. Oh,
and we smoking on you.
Anyway, if I was Gucci, I probably would have been doing the same thing. You tried to kill me a couple times,
yeah,
bro.
like yeah.
But at the same time, that's just like, dang, like. I mean, I ain't in the streets, but that shit crazy though.
I knew he was gonna play the diss track because like that's for entertainment, but I didn't know that nigga was gonna say like, we smoking on.
Not the second song.
I was like, oh fuck.
He went completely.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah, completely.
I was like, damn, dog.
That was crazy.
But the Ozzy Brothers and Earth, Wind and Fire was cold too. Ron Osley was taking all the.
I can't believe he that old, son.
Boy,
He's
he
still
looked good
smooth.
as hell because he was
Everybody
ugly.
keeps
I'm sorry,
saying that.
he was because he was ugly he was not attractive in my opinion. He was not attractive back when I was growing up, and when I seen this Ron Isley, I'm like,
the nigga grew a
who's
beard.
Zaddy?
Didn't my mama say
And
that?
his teeth look good.
My mom was like, he was ugly as hell when I was
He
growing up.
was ugly as hell. Now he looking like a delicious piece of
Come here, baby. Let me show you something.
That boy 88.
lemon cake. Like I don't.
Like I'm on my 80, but look, this ain't 20 though. You feel me?
He
That boy
looked
88.
Good. He looked good.
Nah, he 80. He finna be 80.
That boy 88.
He's Zaddy. That's what I know.
He 88.
Zaddy.
Why you saying he
Was
88?
it was on Gridiron Gang?
Oh, shit.
Remember the 88s?
Yeah.
That nigga 88. Son.
He 88.
Yeah, stupid.
God, he had a cane, didn't he?
Can we just talk about how Buddy from I don't know what his name was, but a nigga that got the long hair for Earth, Wind, and Fire still slaying on these hoes, man. Talking about that nigga about got to be like 70. Still got all his edges, all that.
Hey, we young women, we
black
like them
don't
all.
crack, son. I'ma be
Hold
real.
on, let me say
Black
this.
don't crack.
Let me say this though. Female, this for the ladies out there, dog.
Oh shit.
I'm just being real.
Whenever
Y'all
he
gonna
said
lose y'all lashes if y'all keep wearing them fucking lashes. Y'all real lashes. But I understand if you ain't got no lashes, but if you already got some lashes,
I knew
motherfucker.
he was gonna say
y'all-
something.
Look,
You almost got slapped. Just
Look.
then. I really hope you know that.
look, man.
This for the
I'ma-
ladies.
look.
Nah, shut that. Look.
Look.
This for the ladies. If you watching this,
Don't get you a singing nigga.
Nigga, what the fuck I just say? Shut up. Anyway, this for the ladies. Please don't pay attention to Josh and the shit he be saying. He has a thing for pure niggatry, which he is the king of. So most of the time he just be saying shit to say shit
Just
because
the
he
wine,
definitely.
man.
Tell him.
I mean,
Because he definitely don't be thinking about the shit before he say it.
know.
So if y'all see him on the street, it's okay.
no,
I give you
he,
the approval to smack the shit out of his ass. I hope I'm there when it happens.
I don't know about not having lashes, but I will agree with some of these lashes are getting outrageous. I've
Big
seen
ass butterflies
I've
on
seen
their
some
arms, bro.
literally that are
That's
damn
a
near
specific
scraping
one.
damn near scraping
I
the
ain't,
ground.
I ain't
like,
tripping about the lashes.
You shoulda
I'm
known.
just saying,
he's just
like,
gonna pull it out. Let me tell you, I
big ass
took off some
caterpillars.
lashes and felt like a few lashes came out. Like that, first of all, that's so funny because I made a status on Facebook probably yesterday about how hard it is to put on lashes. Even the what is it? The magnetic ones? Yeah, even those are kind.
Magnetic ones?
They have magnetic ones, and even those are still kind of hard. Like you have to put like the eyeliner on, like a few coats, and you have to let it dry, and it sticks to the liner. And even that's kind of hard to put on. But I've glued my eyes shut, and taking those things off are like kind of painful. Like I'm over lashes. Like I'm so over it.
man,
It's got to be a skill.
do the fuck y'all want to
It
do.
is. It is a skill.
Hey, look,
Shelby got that down packed though, ain't that right, Shelby? Oh God.
Shelby be wearing
her.
lashes.
She a
Okay,
pro.
girl.
Look, you got to pinch on me. I learned.
Girl, I got some in my
watching
bag
her.
right now. That I'm having someone else put on for me.
I'm just trying to tell y'all, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I be watching her do that, you feel me? I know how to do all that.
Okay, lashes are so hard.
oh, must be nice.
I be like this with my nails.
Don't hate, nigga, because I'm
Must
in
be
love.
nice.
Don't do it.
Must be nice.
I hate
nigga.
it. I hate niggas be hating.
I don't be hating, bro. I just said it must be nice.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing
It
wrong
must
with
be nice that y'all niggas in a relationship. Cause me, nigga, they see me, they like, oh, you toxic. I'm like, how the fuck I'm toxic, nigga? You ain't never know me, nigga. First of all, just because like this,
I feel it.
Nah,
I feel
hold
like
on.
rant
Can you,
call.
make that cricket noise?
First of
Can you make
all-
that cricket noise?
Look, first of all, okay. I hate
I'ma look
the
that way.
stigma that what us singing niggas be getting, man.
I like
They be
that.
thinking that we some hoes, we be
Singing niggas
fucking
are
bitches, we just be doing shit,
Singing rings.
and no, we're not.
You have a beard.
That don't mean shit.
You wear a pinky ring.
I
Toxic.
do.
That comes with it.
That I do, but look, at the same time,
You're a
it
seducer.
ain't. We don't. I mean, of course, I'm a seducer. That's
Okay,
what I
then.
do.
That's toxic niggas right there.
How is that toxic being a
If you're
seducer?
a seducer, you have a beard, you wear hats, you wear them damn them look at them player shoes. Put your foot on the table. Toxic. There you go, right there. That's the just shoes you got on.
Lady.
It-
You kind of flexible. It is like so fast.
Look at what you got on. Look at you. Look at you. You got a beard. You run Isley before he was Run Isley. That's you.
I'm prettier though, nigga. That's one thing. Don't never get that.
There you go. Conceited. Toxic. There
Don't
you
never
go.
get that.
There you go.
fucked up.
Just
Hey,
toxic.
hey, being conceited ain't nothing wrong with being conceited.
It's not wrong being conceited, but you can be overly conceited.
Look,
Which is annoying.
Yes.
Don't nobody want no conceited ass nigga.
Nah, first of all,
There you go.
nobody want no bitch ass nigga. First of all,
I mean,
I'm definitely not one of them. That's why niggas don't want to fuck with me because I ain't no bitch ass nigga.
so no one wants too conceited and no one wants a bitch ass nigga. Got it.
Nobody want no bitch ass nigga, bro.
Got it.
Because the bitch ass niggas is
Got it.
fucking up everything. That's why niggas can't get a boyfriend or girlfriend type shit. You
Why
feel
would
me?
niggas want a boyfriend though?
Because they, some
So,
niggas.
I mean, you
some
might
of
need
them
a boyfriend, but you
some
might want
of
a
them
boyfriend.
niggas-
You
some
might
of
want a
them niggas-
boyfriend.
Some of them niggas want boyfriends and shit.
I mean,
you
you're
know?
right. You very right.
I'm just trying
You're
to
right.
equality.
You right, no, but you right.
Gotta,
You're very right.
Yeah. So, but at the
All
same
I'm
time,
saying,
Either
you
way,
say
y'all
you're
don't know how
not
to act.
toxic. You
I'm a
may
real
not
nigga,
feel
bruh.
you are who you are.
I am a
you
real. I told
embrace
you,
who you are.
I'm a
That
man
is fine.
first before anything.
Okay.
Don't never get that fucked up. Before I'm J Soul, before I was Untitled, before I was Josh nigga, I was a man.
Okay,
That's just how it is.
you got it, brother.
Yeah.
Put it there. Yeah.
But like, same for you. You a woman. You got your like. Everybody should have.
Yes.
They, you know.
Yeah.
You're a woman.
Last time I checked.
Are you sure?
I mean, I had a baby.
Damn,
So.
hold on.
okay.
I'm talking about something. You got-
I'm joking, dog.
I know.
He said, "Are you sure? Do I look like a man?" I remember I was in a patient room.
Oh,
He
gosh.
said, "This patient said, yes, sir." I was like, "Damn, do I look that bad today?"
bro.
And he
To
was
hold
laughing.
you, this
so
one lady, this one dude was like, "Yes, ma'am." I looked at him. He's like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah, he was like, it's a habit.
Hey,
I was like, "No, you're fine," but like, seriously, do I look that bad today?
Hey, to my niggas out there, bro. I'm putting y'all on game, and I know this because I know. And she got that little goddamn. I told her this. And she got that peach fuzz
I
around
knew he
her
was gonna
lip.
say that. Yeah, he say a bitch with
Just
a
know.
mustache is a fine one.
Yeah, man. She got a goddamn little whiskers on the lip, bro. She got that thing. She
This
got that
man.
goddamn that
I remember when he told me that at work.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's the problem with Josh.
remember when
Josh
I came
don't.
to you, I was
Josh
like,
is
yo.
not professional.
I
as a
came
kid.
I came to him and I was like, bro, your cousin, bro, is something else. You know what this man told me?
When she came and she said your cousin, I was like, "Don't." I already know.
I already
I get
know.
it. I get it from my pops.
Something foolish.
And you want to know what the problem is? I hear that shit. It's just not him. That people will call me, or when I come up, you know what your cousin did? I'll be like, "Nigga, which one?" Okay, because they all do shit. It's either him, it's Chewy. I'm not even gonna say the other nigga name, but it's either them three. Okay, it's either them three.
Crazy.
Okay, because them niggas is always doing something. I'm the cousin that people want to come tell the shit to, which I don't know why. Because I really
Man, this would have been the
them
third
niggas
year.
grown.
I think this going to be 3 years since I took that dumb ass picture. And it was on 420. And I had to be 4.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. I
Yeah,
don't really
man.
want to talk about
Nah,
that.
that
But
was-
yeah, he do be on some shit, and he's very. When you came and told me that, I was like, "Damn, you got at least told her that."
But you see
when
who
we
I
got
get
at
it
work.
from, though. You met my pops.
I did off the chain.
Yeah, he is.
My daddy's off the chain. He was cool. He was real cool.
When she told me that, she said, get your dad. I said, what'd he do? He was
say?
drunk.
He was asking what is he asking?
He was like, oh, you gonna dance?
Our server.
Something about dancing.
Something about dancing for us, entertaining us. I was like she ain't a stripper. Like
Yeah,
she's
we're at Stonehouse.
she's good. She's serving us. Like she's a server. She was like, no, like no.
Yeah, that nigga, yeah. See, if you met my sister, she's the quiet one and everything. Yeah, she's like my mom.
She's quiet.
No.
She's quiet.
She's the gangster too. She'll shoot your ass if you. And she was in the military too, so yeah.
Oh, so thank you for her service. That's
I
awesome.
appreciate it, man. She
awesome.
she
She
fucked
don't.
up.
She did
don't
more
play
than I could
around.
do. I can't put my life on. My mom's in the military, in the army, and I can't
Man,
put my
you
life
don't
on the
fuck with
sideline.
the military folks,
I'm not.
man.
My mama could push one right here on my shoulder and probably kill me. I ain't fucking with her. Never. Not ever.
So, nigga, I wasn't fucking with my mama. Period. If she went in the military, and nah, my mama straight thug, boy. She really like that.
I would never test my mama, even at this age. I tell my daughter, like, don't fuck with me, but I mean, I don't say it like that, but like,
Nah, I see it.
technically like
My
that.
mama
but,
told me, "Don't fuck with me, I'll punch you."
but my mom, like, I won't, but I will not. To this day,
I'm not gonna discredit my mama. She didn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's beating, but I'm just saying black
Nah.
folks black folks whoop their kids' ass.
so do.
So-
But guess what? We not shooting up schools though.
That is
You know,
true.
it's so crazy. I'm in this mom group on Facebook, and the name of the group is called Offensive Moms. Yet all they do is talk about how their kids like cuss at them. And literally, she asked what she should do for her child that like curses at her. And I was like, well, shit, whoop her ass. Y'all, you know, they blocked me. They literally reported my page.
White people Facebook. Don't believe in whooping their kids. But they will be like, go get a bar of soap and wash your mouth out.
We'll hang you, but I don't believe in whooping my kids.
Exactly. That's crazy. That's contradicting. My mama ain't gonna lie. My mama whoop my ass, boy. But I feel like that's the difference between us and them kids. Even though I ain't gonna lie, we be doing some stupid shit too.
Mama whoop my ass.
But it's levels to this shit though. My mama whoop my ass. Okay. I knew if I was to do some dumb shit, I'm sitting here thinking twice about it. Yeah, if I do that, I'm gonna get my ass whooped. Don't go in Walmart showing the ass. Boy, my mama looked at me like this. I was like, yes, ma'am.
Yep.
She didn't have to say shit, boy.
Just the look.
She just looked at me. And if another kid showing their ass, my mom looked at me like, I wish somebody would.
If some kid is showing their ass, that means I'm getting my ass beat for that kid because my mama knew they was disrespecting their mom.
She be like,
my mama mad at me now because she seen another kid being disrespectful. Like, I used to hate being out and see somebody kid fuck up. It's like, what you mad at me for?
My mama, one time this one white kid was mad. And he was like, I hate you, Mom. I like my dad more. And my mom was like, you ain't gonna beat his ass. She real deal went over there like, you ain't gonna beat his ass. I was like, wow. My mama really like this. And she was like, no, I don't believe in with my kid. She was like, that's why he gonna act like that.
I see.
I was like, see, that's the difference between.
I wish my daughter would. You better keep that to yourself. You better keep that to yourself.
Quick question. You are a mom.
I am a mom.
This is a serious question. Mm-hmm. Okay, because me and Shep was just talking about this earlier. Okay. Do you have the number from DHR memorized? Do you know that number?
No, why would I have that memorized?
Okay, see, that's my question. This go out to my mama right here. You cold. My mama. One time I was trying to be, you know what I'm saying, popping off at the mouth, you feel me, trying to feel myself, you feel me, thinking I'm gangster or whatever. And I'm like, shit, nigga, I'm gonna call DHR, what's up? She said, okay, the number is do. Like, she said it, and I was like, Excuse me? That's exactly what I said. And she said, yeah, call him. I'll whoop your ass and then call him myself.
Yeah, see, like, she didn't have the number of DHR, but my mother was quick to say, call the police. I'll call them for you. They can take you, but I don't care. You're going to go to a home. They're going to beat your ass more and you're going to wish you was at home. My mom was like, oh, you want to call the police? My mom would pick up the phone and be like, here you go. 911. Here you go. It's ringing. Tell them. Go ahead. Tell them so the state can have you. Let them take you. Go ahead. Let the state take you.
But I'm saying, though, that was my mother. My mama did that shit, too. And it just
let the state have you.
But the DHR shit just fucked me up because I'm like, you did this shit before.
I definitely don't have the DHR. But you know what? We say
that's intimidation.
We do. And that's all it is. We literally, your mama probably made up a number. She probably didn't even know it by heart.
No, she did not. Because I asked her not too long ago, and she said the same she still know the number.
Oh, the number, I don't know.
She cold.
I threaten my daughter, like, not like with DHR, but, you know, we do say things to kind of threaten our kids and try to give them like a little push, kind of. But my mama saying stuff like that, but, you know, you get older and you realize that shit's true. You want to run away, you want to go be with DHR so bad, like, you could be in a way worse home.
My mama was like, well, you can go stay with your punk ass dad. And that's what she was.
That's all it was.
She did not fuck with me. Yeah. Don't say nothing about my daddy or my mama. It just fuck her mood up.
Oh.
She could be rich on the beach, chilling, cool with a drink. And somebody be like, Elliot, and she be like,
now you should have seen her when she was on this podcast. She had no mercy. Just talk about that nigga.
Oh yeah, she was firing his ass up.
Oh, for real. Yeah, to your bitch ass daddy.
Obviously.
Like on some shit like that.
Obviously, he deserved it. Obviously, he deserved it, I guess.
She called my daddy on my 18th birthday and was like, he is old. He is grown. Me and you ain't got shit to talk about. You are not my baby daddy no more. You just the father of my child. Damn. So you don't have to call me. You call that nigga. You can delete my number. Have a good life. Thank you. She real did call him on my birthday and told him that.
Hell, shit, I got a real question before we end this podcast. Is it possible to be in love with two people? Because I asked this question, but I ain't never ever talked about it on the podcast, and I want an in-depth answer. I remember you voted on that.
So you want my opinion on that?
Yes, you said yes.
I I think it is. I think it is possible to be in love with two people at once. I do think it is because different people bring different things to the table. And you could totally fall in love with somebody based off of those different qualities. So I do think it's possible. If you are around two different men who both treat you right, but they still have these different qualities about them, I do think that is possible. And now, and that is a hard one because they say, if you love somebody, there is nobody else. But like, I don't know. I don't know. I think it is possible, but when you start thinking about things like soul ties, you normally don't have soul ties to two people. You can be in love with two different people, but a lot of time when you talk about things like that, you don't have a soul tie to two people.
I think people can get that confused. They can be like, I love both of them, but at the same time, that shit is weird. It's hard to love. Nigga, it's hard to love one person. Loving two people, that shit, I can't even imagine.
Well, loving shit. Or being in love, because you can love multiple.
That's
people.
What I'm saying. You can love multiple people. Like he said, what did you say? Can you
be in love?
Be in love.
No,
I do. I think it is possible.
Emotionally being invested in one person takes a lot. But being emotionally invested with two people, I'm not saying this. I'm saying you can't, but that shit seems.
But what about? I know a woman who I worked with, and I remember one time she was telling me how she was married before, and although the first man she was married to, he wasn't a good person, but she always loved him. Even though she got remarried to a man that she loves now, it's still a different. Like she's in love. Like it's still a difference. I don't know. Like I don't know. I think it is possible. I do think it is possible.
Y'all leave a comment below and let us know what you think.
I want to know too. What y'all think? I want to know.
Shit, I ain't never been in love, so I don't know.
I've been
in love. I've been in love.
I'm gonna say hell no. That's what I'm gonna say.
But I would say yes.
I'm not going. I'm not shitting what y'all saying, but I'm gonna say hell no. First of all, loving one person, that shit hard. Okay, that shit is hard. Okay, loving one person. Love is not easy.
No, it's not.
That shit is like, that's a battlefield. Okay, love can hurt. Love can make you happy. Love is a great thing. It's a great feeling. But to a lot of people who haven't experienced heartbreak, that shit not cool. And a lot of people who haven't experienced love, when you do, that shit is amazing. Mm-hmm. But love it ain't nothing easy. It ain't all fairy tales and shit like that. That shit not easy, bro.
My dad says it's a misunderstanding between two people. That's what love is. But it make you do some crazy things. Love is a drug. It make you do some things that you never thought you would do. So I honestly will say that.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna spill my tea on that because you know what I'm saying.
We've all done some crazy things.
Yeah, shit would try to turn me into a fourth way, you know what I'm saying?
Right. We're gonna talk about those things. I don't need my boyfriend to be scared just now about what he gotta look forward to. So
well shit. That will conclude.
Love you, Shelby.
That will conclude our episode. Make sure y'all go follow her. For sure.
Yes. Follow me. Rosara's Way is my other Instagram, or Rosara White on Facebook. Follow me.
But yeah, and make sure y'all go follow us on IG at The Kids from the South. Make sure y'all go subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Kids from the South. And yeah, it's been your boy Untitled.
Hey.
And we are.
Oh shit, my bad.
The Kids from the South.
Shout out to Huntsville Adventure Store and shout out to Big John's Barbecue for sure.
Shout out to the whole fucking Ville, you feel me?
Yeah.
Shout out to Dark Side Coffee.
Yeah,
they're really, really good. Really good.
I know your sandwich called the Keef, but I call it the Keef motherfucker though. I'm just
Shout out to babe.
Hell.
Shout out to Shelby. I love you, man.
Shout out to whoever love me out there. And yeah.
I love you, no homo, man.
Peace out.